All right, I think I should be live. So with that being said, let me just share this to the people in the league. Um, this guy. Okay, cool. Don't care. Um, let's go more this way. This guy's fuck. This guy's trying to text me, man. All right. All right. Oh my god. Let's go, baby. All right. So, oh, I'm on the wrong thing. All right. Beforehand, let me just wait. Why does it say T1? Wait, why does it say T1? What? What the hell does T1 mean? Somebody could originally. What the hell is it? Oh, what? Okay. Well, that's besides the point. All right, whatever. That's besides the point. All right. Okay, it shows that my Tornado Incarnate is now Terra, which is what I want it to be. All right. Okay, but that's besides the point now. Let's get into the round 5 and round 6 recap as my computer's at 42%. So I gotta go Speedy Gonzalez before this thing dies on me. Um, so gamer round 5 uh took Inteleon. Oh my god. Ow. That that hurt my soul. Ow, that poor cough. But Inteleon, round 5 pick for gamer, and well, it's a pretty good pick. It's a glass cannon, hits like a truck, but at the end of the day, has absolutely no defense or any defenses. I mean, it's kind of the definition of a glass cannon. You just send it in, and it's essentially like, just out there to commit suicide. I know that's a weird way to put it, but I mean, it's kind of the best way I can think of it right now. Is that weird? Maybe just a little bit. Um, actually, I typically load up Pokemon Showdown as well, just so I could show you guys some stats if anybody that watches just isn't familiar with a certain Pokemon. Okay, yeah, cool. Cool that Team Builder doesn't exist. Did I ask? Absolutely not. So, Inteleon, base 125 special attack, base 120 speed, really fast. Sniper Scope Lens Snipe Shot is an absolutely disgusting combination that I think is guaranteed to actually crit. I could be wrong, but I think Oh, actually, no. I'm thinking of Super Glock scope lens. This is sniper scope lens, but sniper scope lens still is nasty when snipe shot. Um, now we got Justin, who ended up taking Hitmontop. Um, I like Hitmontop as a mon in this type of league. I mean, for round 5 and the points it's worth, it's not the end of the world. I guess it's still a fine. Oh, excuse me. Um, but the thing that I really like about Hitmontop is its ability Technician. It also gets Intimidate. I forgot. Oh my god, it gets Intimidate. But what I really like is like I said, like Technician. Yeah, it's like just Technician, Bullet Punch, Technician, Mock Punch. I think it's for almost 60 power lesser. Yeah. Yeah, it gets it'll be like Technician, Fake Out, Bullet Punch, Mock Punch, even like Technician Rapid Spin. Technician Triple Axle is also pretty crazy. Um, it's actually a very nasty mod with Technician, but also gets Intimidate. Really good. Good special defense out base 110, base 95 defense, um, base 95 attack. It's a pretty good mod. It could be very scary. Um, round 5, Storm Tide took Terra Colossal. Colossal Rock Water. So Colossal defensively just isn't that good. Having 2 quad weaknesses is just awful. But has a very good ability in Flame Body. Flashfire could actually be good because it can terrestrialize water and ground and make them resistances. But with Flashfire, you 2 fire attacks. Flame Body is always a pretty solid ability. And then Steam Engine just maxes out your speed after you get hit by a fire or water move. So, yeah, I mean, Terrestrialize Colossal is actually a threat. Colossal, typically on the face of it, is not that good. But with terrestrialization, that's a scary mon. Postal round 5 took Rotom Heat. I mean, I feel like all Rotoms are pretty reliable. The appliance war like Rotom Freeze, Rotom Mow, Rotom Fan, Rotom Wash, and then Rotom Heat, Rotom Mow, Rotom Wash, Rotom Freeze, and then Rotom Fan. Yeah. The most reliable one's always been Rotom Wash. And it probably will always stay that way as well. With that being said, Rotom Heat has always been the second best, the second most reliable. Um, so so typically Rotom is quad weak to ground, but all Rotoms have Levitate, which actually makes the Rotom Heat, who's typically quad weak to ground, just to actually, not have that ground weakness. Yeah, it's still weak to water, and yes, it's still weak to rock. But eliminating the quad weakness completely while having that nasty stab combination is crazy. It is scary good. Um, then we'll get to me, my fifth round pick, Jellicent. I took it because I needed a water type. And not only is it a water type, it's a bulky water. If you look at my first four picks, there's really not much defensive presence. So Jellicent was like my first real defensive presence. Water Ghost is a pretty good typing defensively. I am weak to grass. Well, actually, that's a pretty good one defensively. I still have four weaknesses in grass, electric, ghost, and dark. But I mean, there's a lot of mods that it's just but Jellicent's got bulk. It's also got some like let me just show you Jellicent. Jellicent, base 100 HP, base 105, special defense. So it's got pretty good special. Water absorb, curse body. But let me just show you utility. I can like do acid armor, destiny bond, pain split, recover. I also got stab, scald, and shadow ball. I get strength sap. I can just hit substitute real quick. Toxic taunt. If I could be extremely savage and run Trick Room. The problem with Trick Room is looking at my team. Outside of Jellicent and what is I am going to cover my 6th round pick. Everything on my team actually has very good speed. I mean, my 7th round pick doesn't have insane speed, but I'm not going to cover that in this video. Maybe not even today. It might be tomorrow. I don't know how one round time is going to end. But yeah, that's besides the point. I really got a lot of speed on my team. So Trick Room might be a savage idea, but it just really doesn't work on my team. Now we get to Fanta in his 5th round, and they're not. I shouldn't say his. I don't know. I'll just say there in their 5th round pick, Togekiss, phenomenal one. Fairy Flying, Serene Grace Air Slash, Serene Grace Ancient Power. It's pretty disgusting. Stab, Draining Kiss for even recovery while dealing damage. Gets some good coverage in like extra sensory, flamethrower, fire blast, heat wave, a lot of fire coverage for some odd reason. Sidekick, Psyshock, Shadow Ball, Signal Beam. Don't know why it gets Tri Attack. For like utility, or I say for status, Yawn, Toxic, Thunder Wave, support / whatever, just like support. Tailwind, substitute, gets Roost, Soft Boiled, Heal Bell, can set up with Nasty Plot, gets dual screens, gets defog. Togekiss just a phenomenal mon. A mon that has good bulk, can hit pretty hard with that very good base 120 special attack? Yeah, base 120 special attack. A great ability, Serene Grace. And if you want to be more offensive, you could just run Super Lux Scope Lens. It's just a really good mon. Aaron with his Nicholas, even though it wasn't on like my drafted ideal team, it still sucks because if I Generation 5 Mons, Reuniclus was one of my backups. So that sucks. 2 phenomenal abilities in Regenerator and Magic Guard. Good bulk. A great 125 special attack. Pure Psychic type, so weak to Dark and Ghost. Of course, for psychic moves, Psychic, Psyshock, Psychic Noise, Future Sight, Expanding Force if you have Psychic Terrain. But for coverage moves, yeah, it's insane. Energy Ball, Flash Cannon, Focus Blast, uh, Grass Knot, gets knock off utility, Shadow Ball, Signal Beam. We don't count Terra Blast. I mean, I guess you could still rip raw Terra Blast if you wanted. It gets Thunder, and then it's a Trick Room user if you want it. Toxic Thunder Wave for status. It gets Steel Roller to get rid of terrain. And for physical moves, I don't know why it gets good physical coverage. Like I mentioned, Steel Roll, Thunder Punch, Rock Slide, Max Friendship Return, Power Up Punch, Knockoff, once again, great utility. Ice Punch, Hammer Arm, Gyro Ball, Fire Punch, Facade, Explosion, Drain Punch, Body Slam. This thing has good coverage moves on the special side and very good coverage moves on the physical side. The only problem is you would never use physical Reuniclus, but it's there if you want to be a psycho and run physical Reuniclus. Steinbaum, round 5 took Blastoise. Blastoise is a good mon. It's bulky, a decent base 85 special attack, can shot just so it's got incredible sweeping potential with Shell Smash. It has the bulk. Stab Scald is really good. Coverage moves, I know it gets Ice Beam, Dark Pulse, Flash Cannon, Fake Out Utility, Earthquake, Body Press, Flip Turn for Momentum, Ice Beam, Ice Spinner, Rapid Spin, Power Up Punch, Rock Slide, Signal Beam, Wave Crash or Physical Side, Zen Headbutt. And then it gets, is it just Reflect or is it Light Screen as well? Just Reflect. All right. Yeah, it's just a great mon. Haze, Reflect for utility, could even curse, could just be an absolute savage and just be like quick counter. Silverfang, round 5 took Grimmsnarl, phenomenal mon. Any mon that's a fairy type is just immediately a good mon. But it gets Prankster. You could be Prankster dual screens with the Light Clay, Prankster Parting Shot, Prankster Bulk Up, Fake Out Utility, Prankster Nasty Paws an option. You could be Prankster Substitute, Prankster Taunt, Prankster Thunderwave, Prankster Resto Chesto is an idea. What Grimmsnarl could do, just because as Prankster is crazy, and has a base 120 attack, so it could still do crazy good damage with like Stab Play Rough or Spirit Break, Stab Sucker Punch. It gets Stomping Tantrum, Superpower, Thunder Punch, like I mentioned earlier, Fake Out Utility, um, Body Press. It's just a good mon. Even Leech Life. I mean, this thing's it's a very very good mon. Um, Faj round 5 took Pheasantipity of Scarlet and Violet. It's a Pokemon with phenomenal special defense, decent defense and HP, so it's decently bulky. Actually has a pretty good 99 speed. Toxic Chain is a nasty ability. Calm Mind. It can Calm Mind, Agility, Light Screen, Utility, Roost for longevity, Swords Dance, Substitute, Tailwind, Taunt, Toxic, U-Turn for momentum. It's a really good mon. And once again, it's a fairy type. And the second you gain like the fairy type, you just automatically at least a competent mon. Then we get to Pivot, who took Terra Comfey. Comfey, it's not that Comfey's a bad mon, because it once again, it's a fairy type, so it's just not completely trash. It's got really good physical defense and special defense. It just doesn't have the best HP stat. Actually has a decent A2 special attack. But what makes Comfey good is Triage. Triage is the ability Triage makes healing moves have their priority increased by 3. So, if you do a healing move, like for example, does it have Recover or something? It has Synthesis. Synthesis just doesn't have any priority. But with Triage, all of a sudden Synthesis is +3 priority. What's even more scarier for Comfey is Draining Kiss. Because Draining Kiss is a move that heals you, so it's affected by Triage. It's affected by Triage because it heals you, but it also does damage. Same thing with Giga Drain. It's like to actually vibe Bronzong in round 5. And I'm gonna make a shout out to, like, once again, I don't know anybody in this league, personally, but from doing a draft league with Postal, Bronzong has withstood the test of time. This thing is a monster. Bronzong came out in Generation 4, which is 5 generations ago. There's a thing in Pokemon called Power Creep, and Power Creep is supposed to catch up to the older generation Pokemon. It seems like Bronzong's withstood the test of time, though. It seems like no matter the generation, Bronzong has always been a viable defensive presence. It's like Power Creep has never caught up to Bronzong, which sounds crazy. Base 160 special defense and defense, 67 base HP. Most common set is probably Iron Defense Body Press. Also gets like Stab, Flash Cannon, Extra Sensory, Expanding Force, Psychic Noise, Psyshock, Iron Head, Flash Cannon. Gets a lot of good stab options. It gets, can't forget about Steel Roller or Ripping a Raw Steel Beam. It gets, for utility or hazards, Stealth Rock, Toxic, Trick Room, Substitute, Dual Screens, I think, right? Yeah, Dual Screens. Also gets Gyro Ball, Explosion, and rip a nice Power Herb Meteor Beam. KJ, round 5 pick, took Zeraora. I mean, Zeraora is just a monster. First of all, it's a pure ground, not pure ground, pure electric type, which means it only has one weakness, which is to ground. It's a Pokemon with base 143 speed and base 112 attack. Yeah, this Pokemon doesn't get outsped often without a Choice Scarf. Very fast to the point that if Zeraora runs max speed, it can only get outsped by Dragapult Dragapult can only outspeed Zeraora. As long as Zeraora is running max speed, the only way Dragapult outspeeds max speed Zeraora is with a Choice Scarf. That's how fast Zeraora is. I mean, stop Plasma Fist. I mean, just it's just an insane move, insane damage, close combat, fake out utility, also gets knockoff utility, power up punch that increases attack. I mean, volt switch for momentum. It's just once again insane mon. Now we're looking at Tylord round 5. And shout out Tylord, who's been texting me quite a bit today before I got to work, even when I got to work, and even a little after work. He was just texting me about Staraptor. And he was showing me like all these calcs that he was running. Staraptor is a Generation 4 staple. Base 120 attack, base 100 speed. So hits hard, has good speed. Intimidate, phenomenal. And as good as an ability's Intimidate is, for a Pokemon specifically like Staraptor, Reckless Brave Bird, especially if it's like Choice Band, is immense amount of damage. Obviously, close combat, Roost for longevity, U-turn for momentum, could also Tailwind. Max Friendship Return probably hits like an absolute truck. Yeah, it's a great mon, underrated. Sus round 5 pick, Milotic. Milotic is one of the best and one of the most reliable bulky water types you could get out there. Base 95 HP, base 125 special defense. And even though its defense is only base 79, if you run Marvel Scale where you just like burn yourself like Flame or Marvel Scale, your defense is multiplied by times 1.5. So what is typically a mediocre base defense stat, you just like burn yourself with a flame orb, and all of a sudden you actually have crazy good defense. It's just an annoying mon to take down. It also has a respectable base 100 special attack. Stab Scalds are just annoying to deal with. Ice Beam for coverage. It could coil to raise its defense even more. Also gets Draining Kiss, which is just even more annoying. Flip Turn for momentum. It gets Light Screen to make it even bulkier on the special side. Toxic, just to stall. Dragon Dance by Loki is a good way to challenge yourself by playing 5v6. Fair point. I forgot this thing got Dragon Dance this generation, which is hilarious. But yeah, phenomenal mon, very reliable. Big Joe round 5 took Shaman Sky. I don't really have a good opinion on Shaman Sky. I really never used it. I mean, it's an Uber, so I mean, it's clearly a strong Pokemon. I just never personally used it. I mean, looking at it, base 127 speed, base 120 special attack with base 100 HP makes sense. I know its signature move is Seed Flare, and it's, yeah, I'll say, I know it does big damage. 40% chance to lower the target special defense by 2 stages, not even 1? 2? Tylord, Milotic also gets Flip Turn. I know. I have heard only bad things about Skyman, but Terra Milo sounds like cancer. Skyman is a terrorist. 60% chance to flinch with Stab Air Slash. Oh yeah, because it gets Serene Grace. And then just Seed Flare has a 40% chance to lower the target's special defense by 2 stages. Yeah. Wait, 60% chance to have doubled. And Seed Flare is a 40%. So it's actually to drop the special defense by 2 stages. Not even 60, it's 80. That's pro. There's a reason why this thing's an Uber, even though I've never used it. Skyman, um, or pick five. His round five pick is a classic Gengar. You already know you're getting out of Gengar. Not much bulk, hits very hard, good speed, also a common choice user. Stab Shadow Balls and Sludge Bombs are a lot of damage. Dazzling Gleam to counteract dark types also gets Focus Blast. Dark Pulse for psychic types. Nasty Plot setup. Pain Split utility, also Perish Song utility, also gets Psychic for coverage. Thunder and Thunderbolt. Thunderwave Toxic and Will-Wisp just gets every status under the sun. It's a really good one. Earth Power to hit Steel, Poison, and Fire. Did I skip by Earth Power? This thing gets Earth Power? Not a national deck, not a national deck's draft at least. Oh, but I did skip by Energy Ball. Also, Encore Destiny Bond stuff. Ooh, Curse, I forgot. Yup. Over 120 speed and special attack. Yeah, it's just a really good mod. Savage Raccoon pick 5. Mega Blastoise. Mega Blastoise is really good. Mega Launcher makes it even more of a threat with Mega Launcher Water Pulse, Mega Launcher Dark Pulse, also Mega Launcher Aura Sphere. Also gets like Ice Beam, Flash Cannon, Fake Out Utility, Earthquake, Haze to just eliminate stat changes from the opponent. Flip Turn for momentum. Stab Scald. The only downside to this is it can't Shell Smash in this league. Oh, Skyman gets Earth Power. Yeah, makes sense. I thought you were talking Gengar. I was like, Gengar gets Earth Power. I was like, that would be pretty nuts. Yeah, if Covert Cloak didn't exist, it would be banned. I mean, it's a fair point. And let me just teach these uncultured swines about Covert Cloak, one of the best items in Generation 9. Holder is not affected by the secondary effect of another Pokemon's attacks. So with Serene Grace, if Covert Cloak did not exist, it would be Jover. It's just crazy. But yeah, Mega Blastoise really good. But it just has the complex ban of it can't Shell Smash in this league. I mean, as it should be. I mean, if it could Shell Smash, it's over. Radish, pick 5 to Glimmora. I like Glimmora. I think Glimmora is one of the most underrated Pokemon within Generation 9. Two phenomenal abilities in Toxic Debris and Corrosion. Stab, Power Gem, Sludge Bomb, and Sludge Leaf are really good. Good coverage moves in Dazzling Gleam, Earth Power, Energy Ball, Flash Cannon. Does it get anything else I'm not aware of? Not really. It could set up rocks, could set up spikes, double speed with rock polish, power meteor beam, dual screens, Memento, Explosion. It's pretty nice, I must say. And then last Mon to cover in round 5, and Aquanu, I'm coming for your ass. I hope I see your comment. I hope you're watching this. You suck. Taking away the only fairy type in Unova. You took away Whimsicott, and I don't like you for that. But Whimsicott's a great mon. It's underrated. Grass fairy type. Prankster ability. Chlorophyll is really good if you're trying to run an offensive Sun team. Base 116 speed. Stab Moonblast, Dazzling Gleam, Energy Ball, Giga Drain is cool. But when you use Whimsicott, it's all about utility. It's got all the utility. Defog, Encore, Knockoff, Leech Seed, Memento, Light Screen, Resto Chesto Strats, Stun Spore, Substitute, Switcheroo, Tailwind, Taunt, Toxic, U-Turn for Momentum. It's got all the utility you could ever ask for. Wait, am I the only one that pronounces it AC1? No. Oh, that's too good. That's hilarious. I love that you said that. Oh, that's hilarious. But yeah, that's the round 5 coverage. So what's like my favorite Mon that was drafted in round 5? Like, what do I think was the most underrated pick? I mean, I think the best pick of round 5, my personal opinion, I mean, you could only assume it's Skyman. You could only assume it's probably Shaman Sky. As of my favorite pick of round 5, though, Togekiss. I'm a big guy of Togekiss. I also really like the Reuniclus pick, and also Zeraora round 5 is pretty nice. But after Tylord's been texting me about Reckless Staraptor, I feel like the best round 5 pick this season will probably be Staraptor, because this man's gonna be running that like choice band Reckless Brave Bird, and it's just gonna just kill everything in sight. I hope I don't face that. I really hope that's not on my schedule. Um, but as of underrated pick of round 5, um, I don't know. I feel like Terra Colossal is probably like the underrated pick of round 5. Like Colossal resistances, nasty. But now let's get into the round 6 coverage, as Gamer in round 6 took Monkey Dory. I'm not gonna lie, I like Monkey Dory. I mean, ability, base 106 speed, base 130 special attack, hits like a truck. Poison Psychic, honestly, is a really good stab combination. Fake Out utility, stab of Future Sight, Psychic, Psyshock, Psychic Noise. Also got Sludge Bomb, Sludge Wave, Focus Blast for coverage. Gets Grass Knot. Also gets Parting Shot. Did not know that. Shadow Ball, U-Turn for momentum. Trailblaze to increase its speed even more. I like it. Then we're getting to Justin, who took Hisuian Typhlosion. Hisuian Typhlosion is a really good Pokemon. Frisk has its ability to just know what the held item of the opponent is always nice information to have. Fire Ghost is a disgustingly good stab combination. Choice Scarf Eruption is probably the most common set, but also Choice Specs Fire Blast or like Choice Specs Flamethrower is really good. Same thing with like Shadow Ball. It gets Infernal Parade is its special. It's like his signature move. Focus Blast for dark types. Stab Overheat is crazy good. Will Wisp for status. It's a really good mon. Keep saying big. Round 6, Eldegoss. Regenerator Effect Sports actually got a really good ability in Generator, and it's still got two pretty damn good ones in Calm Down and Effect Spore. The only thing that's like letting it down tremendously is that it's just a pure grass type. I mean, like, pure grass is just an awful typing. It's got every weakness under the sun. But Giga Drain, Grass Knot, Leaf Storm, Energy Ball got good grass stab, but it's got more utility than anything else. Synthesis, Substitute, Stun Spore, Sleep Powder, Leech Seed, Light Screen, Cotton Guard, Aromatherapy. It could Resto Chesto. I mean, you kind of know what you get out of a pure grass type. Postal round 6 took male Meowstic. Meowstic. What's the difference? Oh, I thought it was like stats or like something to do with stats. Oh, male Meowstic gets Prankster. Oh, I think this is probably why Postal took it. It's a nice Prankster user. Prankster, Calm Mind, Fake Out, Utility. I think it gets dual screens. Yep, gets dual screens. Prankster, Nasty Paw. Prankster, Thunder Wave. Prankster, Toxic is pretty disgusting. Oh, Prankster, Yawn. Prankster, Trick is also nasty. Yeah, I mean, for Prankster, it's good, but outside of Prankster, it's not that good, in my opinion. No disrespect. I know it's actually decently fast at base 104 speed. Then we're getting to me. And I picked Druddigon. I came to the realization that before, like, after I took Jellicent, like, before I took Jellicent, I had no defensive presence, so I took Jellicent. And I still looked at my team and I was like, I still don't have much of defensive presence. I was like, I need something else. And so I picked Druddigon. So why Druddigon as my, defensive presence now? Well, first of all, Druddigon's got good bulk, base 90 defense and special defense with base 97 HP. I could also run Rough Skin Rocky Helmet to just chip the ever-living daylights out of my opponents. And if I don't go Rough Skin Rocky Helmet, I always have Sheer Force Life Forb. And fun fact, this would be my third Pokemon that I drafted that could run Sheer Force Life Orb. It's in the same boat as Darmanitan and Landorus Incarnate. But yeah, it's got good bulk. Actually has a very good base 120 attack stat as well. I think it gets Scale Shot. Oh yeah, it gets Scale Shot too. Which means if I run something like Max Speed, like Max Speed Jolly, which is typically only 214, which is just not the fastest, while using Scale Shot, so like 214 speed, and then I get that +1 speed on top of it. All of a sudden, I go from a really slow Pokemon to I'm actually pretty fast, and I could all of a sudden start sweeping with a Draudigon out of all things. Something that I don't think anybody would ever imagine. Then we're getting to Fanta's 6th round pick, and it is Tentacruel. I love Tentacruel. Tentacruel is a very underrated mon. Clear Body is a really good ability. Liquid Ooze is actually a good ability if like you could predict like certain moves that your opponent's gonna go into. Like if you could predict like a Giga Drain and then you switch into Tentacruel, but it's like Liquid Ooze is more of like an ability with a niche, but it's still good when you can call those predictions. But Tentacruel, Toxic, it can't miss Toxic because it's a poison type. It also gets Toxic Spikes. Acid Armor on is really good. Haze to eliminate stat changes. Knockoff Utility. Stab Scald is never fun to deal with. Substitute can be annoying. Swords Dance. Swords Dance Tentacruel. Weather Ball could be interesting if you like run Rain. Water Poison's a pretty good typing. Now we go to Aaron, round 6. Vaporeon. Vaporeon's a pretty good mod. It's base 95, special defense base 130 HP. So on the special side, it's pretty hard to take down. And even though it has base 60 defense, it's not easy to take down because of the base 130 HP. It gets Wish. Flip Turn for momentum. Heal Bell to just to get rid of stash conditions throughout the team. Reflect makes it annoying to take down physically. Store Power, Calm Mind, Stab Scald, Shadow Ball, Signal Beam for coverage moves. It gets Yawn, which can be pretty annoying. Alluring Voice is also pretty cool. Is a pretty cool pack for it. Then we get to Steinbaum's round 6 pick. And he picked Alola Tails. Ice Fairies are pretty nasty offensive typing. I think it's like really strong. Blizzard, Freeze Dry is just nasty. Base 109 speed. This is like a perfect choice specs mon. Dry Baton Pass. Agility if it wants to. Calm Mind. Stab Drain Kiss. Encore Utility. Just be careful for steel types. That is, it's quad weak to steel, being Ice Fairy. Computer, scroll, please. All right. Silverfang, round 6. Big Dirge, aka Skeledirge. I mean, if you know, you know. That's kind of all I have to say. But of course, I'll do a little deep dive on it. Skeledirge is just disgusting, and Skeledirge having Unaware is just even more disgusting. Of course, a very common set with it is um throat spray and torch song. So torch song is an 80 base power stab move, which is Skeldridge's signature move, and it's guaranteed to increase its special attack by one stage. And with throat spray, um, increasing the holder special attack by one stage after using a sound move. Anytime Scouter uses Torch Song for the first time holding Throat Spray, instead of +1 special attack, it gets +2 special attack, which is scary because, well, it already has a base 110 special attack stat, and it's insanely bulky. Base 104 HP, base 100 defense, base 75 special defense might not look like the best, but trust me, it's still very bulky on the special side. Slack off for recovery, will wisp for status, um, stab overheat could be nice. Encore for utility, crunch, earth power for coverage, alluring voice for dark types. It's just a disgusting mon with their 6th round pick. Serena to me isn't like a crazy good mon, but it's underrated. Queenly Majesty just negates priority moves completely. A massive base 120 attack stat, base 98 defense, and special 2 HP, so it's got the good bulk as well. Physical moves, Petal Blizzard, Power Whip is good. Seed Bomb, Trailblaze for stab grass moves. U-turn for momentum. Triple Axle. It can do a lot of damage. Acrobatics is nice. Knockoff for utility. High jump kick does immense damage. And I mean, you could just run power bounce if you want to. Loaded dice bullet seed is something that I think would do very well on Serena. So I don't think it's like the craziest Pokemon, but it is a very underrated mon that can be very, very threatening if you just misplay. Now we're getting to Pivot, who took Incineroar. I mean, it's just the greatest VGC Pokemon of all time. But good thing this isn't VGC. But still, at the end of the day, I mean, Darkfire is a really good typing. Incineroar has good bulk. Base 90 defense and special defense with base 95 HP. So the bulk is for sure there. It gets Intimidate, which is very annoying to deal with. Oh, my battery's running low. Good thing I'm already like halfway through though. Still could charge it anyway because at 9%. But and even though it's got really good bulk, it still has a very ridiculous base 115 attack stat. So it has the ridiculous bulk. It has the bulk that it has with Intimidate and a base 115 attack stat. You know what they say? Not all Pokemon, are designed the same. They're not all designed, evenly, fairly. And Incineroar is, well, just like the perfect example of it. utility, it gets fake out utility, it gets knockoff utility, parting shot, it could substitute, taunt, swords dance, toxic, will wisp, U-turn for momentum. Ow. I mean, thank the Lord this thing doesn't get any psychic coverage for fighting types because I feel the end of the world. But yeah, it still gets Ironhead for fairy for as fairy coverage. It's unfair. It's stupid. I I guess the only thing that can make Incineroar even scarier, so I broken, is if it actually had a higher than a base 60 speed. But hey, I'm not gonna try influence Pokemon whatsoever. Um, Venus Canex took Florges with their round 6 pick, and I like Florges. I feel like it's one of the more consistent fairy types out there. Base 78 HP, base 68 defense. So on the physical side, not the bulkiest, but base 154 special defense. Stab, Boom Blast, Dry Baton Pass. It could Calm Mind, defog away hazards. Light Screen. Heal Bells. It could sub Toxic. It could just. It also gets Wish. It's a good mon. It's a consistent mon as well. KJ's round 6 pick ended up being Gardevoir. Now Gardevoir is a really good mon. 25 a monster, base 125 special attack, base 115 special defense, and even base 80 speed. This is a very common choice scarf user. Stab, Moonblast, and Psychics hit like an absolute truck. It could also Calm Mind if it's not a choice scarf set. Energy Ball is great coverage. It could also Destiny Bond, Focus Blast for steel types, Mystical Fire. Not Stab. I mean, why did I say Stab? Just Shadow Ball is nice. Signal Beam. It could teleport, Toxic, Will Wisp, Thunder Wave. So it gets all the status. It could also Wish, which is a pretty frightening prospect coming from a Gardevoir. Yeah, once again, just a really good mon. Tylord, round 6. I mean, this man and Tylord has like the god tier draft. I mean, I already know when this draft is over, and I'm in a call with I forgot who talked to me and said that they're gonna have me be in a call. I think it's Aaron. Yeah, it's Aaron. So it's like after the draft, I'm gonna be in a call with Aaron and maybe other people. Depends, not sure if it's gonna be only me and Aaron or just Aaron and me. But I already know that for a fact that the first thing I'm gonna say if when I get asked who has the best team, it's absolutely be Tylord. And Tylord round 6 took Regieleki. I mean, first of all, if you don't know, Regieleki has a base 200 speed stat. It's damn near impossible to outspeed Regieleki even with a choice scarf. Because look at this. Even something like if Regieleki just runs 2 max speed, let's just say max speed. Let's say max speed timid. Connection unstable. And no shit, I almost got disconnected, man. I think I'm back. Maybe. Please tell me I still am. Okay. Okay, thanks, Sus. You said ye. All right. Okay. Holy smokes. Holy. But the problem is, like, I don't think it's not even sharing my, oh no, but screen isn't. Wait. Oh, wait. I still see on my end that I still see the dock. Do you not see the dock on your end? Wait. If you don't, let me just do stop sharing and then just yeah share